Woo! What's going on, guys? Owens Forum coming at you guys today with another video. And today's video, I'm going to be talking about part 2 of the OTA reports. You know, if it wasn't for guys like Jeremy Risden, John Macaron, Tim Twentyman, Dave Burkett, those guys, man, those guys are putting out stuff for me to report. And hopefully you guys get this and run with it with what you will. But these are the reports coming out, and sometimes you're not hearing stuff about certain players, but I can't help that, guys. This is just the reports that are getting put out there, and you guys can go online to see them. But it's nice that you guys go on the YouTube channel and support that as well. So thanks to those guys for putting it out, man. Those Lions beat writers, they're doing the daily grind. Now, this is part 2, guys. This happened today, so this is more up to date. Sorry about the last one. They were shorthanded. They were shorthanded today. There were some injuries. There were some new and old injuries, excused absences, some vet rest, and the guys that were out though, precautionary. Dan Campbell kind of made it he wanted to make it real clear that most of this was precautionary, trying to play it smart. Wants to get guys fresh for training camp in July, and he's pretty transparent as a coach. I don't think he's going to be hiding any injuries. And he's telling it like it is, but not there that people seen that they could have been there apparently, but they just were not really noticed by some journalists. Wide receiver Marvin Jones Jr., which kind of a new. Don't know what's going on with him. Maybe it was some rest. Guard Logan Stenberg, new. Center Frank Ragnow still not getting the reps in there. That toe was just not good enough. And then edge John Kaminsky. Defensive tackle Isaiah Buggs still, and then DB CJ Gardner Johnson. Don't really know. Maybe there was some vet rest going on here, like Dan alluded to. Just trying to keep guys fresh. Not really, like I said, not really too sure about the injuries here, but Ragnow's got that toe. It's pretty obvious. So I don't know if he's really hurt, but they're just taking it easy with Big Frank. You know, okay, and then there, but no practice. They were present. Quarterback Hendon Hooker, running back David Montgomery, wide receiver Trinity Benson, wide receiver Antoine Green, guard Coyote Owasika, guard Big V Halapute Vaitai, defensive tackle Levi Onwuzurike, linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez, cornerback Emmanuel Mosley, and defensive back Chase Lucas. Looks like Chase has been playing on the outside too as well. So a little bit of a lengthy list. Some of those guys are obviously banged up, being like Montgomery. You know, Hooker still healing. Don't know what's going on with Benson. Don't know what's going on with Green. Owasika, Big V, we know he's got that back. They're taking it easy with them. Levi with the back. Rodriguez with the upper leg injury. Mosley still recovering from last year with the Niners. And DB Chase Lucas, no clue. So some guys are banged up. A little bit lengthy. Hopefully they get back sooner than later. Now Campbell confirming that the injuries to Rodrigo and Montgomery are not serious. So that's sounding good right there too as well. So we need those guys healthy. Get them ready for training camp. Levi Onwuzurike cleared for running, according to Campbell. Training camp is his goal, but to be Campbell didn't it didn't sound like he was too optimistic that he was going to be ready for training camp. He said that they were going to try to get him ready sometime during training camp. So I know Levi thinks he's going to be ready. He's trying to make that a point of emphasis that he's going to be there for the start of training camp, you know. But who really knows? Let's just take it easy right now with him. He's just trying to get through this back problem. Spinal fusion, nothing to bark, like nothing to be. You have to be really concerned about a spinal fusion. Is what I'm really trying to get at. So, you know, this is a serious injury, and he's stretching out there, cleared the run, so let's see what happens with that. And then Mosley's out there getting some mental reps as well. He's still not ready, raring to go. Looks like he wants to get in there, but he can't. He's still recovering. And then, like I said earlier, Big V taking it easy. You know, so they're putting Glasgow at right guard. Ross Piercebacher getting some center work. He is pretty much the backup center to Frank Ragnow. Glasgow in the mix too there. So back at practice, running back Craig Reynolds, who was hurt last time, Jonah Jackson, the guard, and then defensive tackle Benito Jones, and then cornerback Stephen Gilmore. Looks like Reynolds was taking some first-team reps, rotating in and out. Jonah Jackson starting at guard, and then Covington and McNeil starting on the inside. So not much has really changed there with Covington and McNeil. Those guys are getting playing time, and then Jackson back to usual form, and then Reynolds getting some first team reps, especially with Montgomery being out of the mix right now. So it looks like they're rotating Reynolds and Jamar Jackson. That's what it kind of feels like or sounds like right now. And then some of the notes, 11-on-11s, and then 7-on-7s were in session today. It was a scorcher. If you guys were out there earlier, it was a hot day today. Practice was cut short, I think, a little bit. You don't want these guys gassing out, dropping. So practice was cut short, smart, 11-on-11s, some 7-on-7s going on. Now the kicker competition's heating up already. Parker Romo, the kid that we took from the XFL that we brought on, and Riley Patterson, the kid that we just let go, traded back for him, gave a 7th-round pick to the Jaguars, and they went toe-to-toe with each other. I guess Badgley wasn't kicking today or something like that. Not sure the explanation on it, but Badgley apparently wasn't kicking today. So I don't know what was going on with him, but he's not on injury report, so I just don't know what was up. But there was a kicking competition. Romo was representing the D, and Patterson was representing the offense. Losers had to do planks in the hot sun. So there was 5 kicks. Romo hit all of them. He hit all 5. A 43, 2 47s, a 53, and a 52. Patterson missed a 47-yarder to the left, and he missed a 57-yarder really bad. I don't remember if it was to the left or right, but it was short left. It was really bad ball kicked. So Romo also hit a 61-yarder, and then he did miss a 63-yarder to the right, but it had the leg. It was long enough, but it missed. Then Patterson came back and redeemed himself and hit 2 53-yard field goals, which is good. Get that ego up a little bit because he did miss a few. But Romo was 6 for 7, missing that 63-yard. He did miss a 63-yarder. Then Patterson was 5 of 7. He missed a 47 and a 57-yarder. So right now, right off the start, Romo's kind of got the edge. That could change daily, and it always does with these kickers. One day it's this guy, one day it's the next guy. So but right now, Romo looking like he's got that leg, man. So early, it's only June 1st. Let's calm down, but it's out there. Offense looked really bad. Offense has been looking bad, apparently. Horrible day, 11-on-11s. Goff was 2 for 5 for 19 yards with the first team. He did have a 4th down that was pass incomplete. Just didn't look good out there. Just the whole first team offense is looking rough on the aerial attack. Not pointing fingers at anybody, but it needs to shape up. Again, it's June 1st, but let's go, guys. Let's go. And then the second team didn't look good at all either. They almost a 4-and-out. Laporta did have a nice 15-yard gain on a 4th and 10, kind of an emergency dump off, almost like a breakaway dump off. Just kind of threw it apparently, and Laporta was there and took it for 15 in the first down. And then Sudfeld missed three throws in a row again. He did convert on a 4th and 10 to Kennedy on a crosser for 23 yards. But both quarterbacks were not impressive at all today. They just didn't look good out there. Goff apparently is lacking chemistry with his wide receivers. Sudfeld looked inaccurate. Goff and J-Mo are not on the same same page. Apparently those two had a ball. No defenders, by the way. Had a ball where Goff threw the ball. It was in front of J-Mo. Goff threw his hands up like, what the hell you doing? And then someone pulled J-Mo aside. They didn't really get who it was. They think it was Ben Johnson, his OC. But that's like the second time J-Mo's been pulled to the side. That's the second time in 2 weeks. And it's going to happen. I'm not bashing on J-Mo. I'm not bashing on Goff. I'm not bashing on Ben Johnson and his offense. But they need to tighten up. Get these out of the way, though. It is June. We had some in May. It is June. So just get it done. But J-Mo got pulled to the side a couple times now. I'm not sure what's going on there. He needs to get on page with his quarterback, though. Then the Ife Melifonwu, getting some work in because guys like Tracy Walker not fully going, is limited. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was out today, so he was getting in after he was getting in some drills today. He was in there with the first teams, so it's nice to see Melifonwu get in there. He did get into an altercation though in a walkthrough, which really doesn't happen much. So Ali McNeil had to bring him to the side, had to kind of corral him and take him to the side and calm him down. It was just a walkthrough, so you don't really see that too much, according to the according to the journalists, guys like Jeremy Reisman and stuff like that, just saying that you don't see that, man. You don't see scrums or altercations during walkthroughs. So these guys are getting serious. So, but he's getting opportunities. You know, like I said, Walker limited and Garner Johnson out. First team reps with Kirby Joseph. Him and Joseph were paired up. So, and he also took reps at the outside cornerback position too. So, you know, broke up a pass intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it looks like they're really trying to see what they have in Melifonwu, because I think he's another roster guy who could be on the bubble come this 2023 camp. I think he's another guy that needs to show out. And it's good that they're giving some opportunities, you know, obviously with guys hurt, guys limited. So, you know, when that happens, take control of the situation and make some heads turn in that coaching staff. It's the only way to get noticed. You know, this is his third year? This is his third year, so, you know, he needs to show up a little bit. And then some other notes, man. Julian Aquara and Josh Pascal were part of the NASCAR formation. It's kind of like to generate some quarterback pass rush, and it's trying to get to the quarterback as fast as you can. It just, I guess they were in there. Again, some more guys banged up or just sitting out because of vet rest or whatever, but those guys were in there, Pascal and Julian. So good to see Julian back too as well. Then Kirby Joseph, he had a nice interception off Goff on a 7-on-7. Jalen Reeves-Maybin broke up a pass to Laporta. He's making his presence felt when Malcolm Rodriguez went down. So good to have another backup guy. He's more of a special teams guy. Let's be honest. I'll be honest with you. Jalen Reeves-Maybin, athletic, smaller linebacker, special teams ace. You know, but it's good that he's making plays on the field at his position. You like to hear and you like to see that. So I guess he broke up a nice pass to Laporta, and he was making a couple plays during the day. Then they had a simulated kickoff, and it was Khalif Raymond, Maurice Alexander, Jahmyr Gibbs, and then Jamar Jefferson. We're doing some kick returns, doing some simulation. So that's all really, guys. You know, again, no Aiden Hutchinson news. Doesn't mean no news is good news sometimes. So, you know what I mean? He's not hurt. He's not playing bad. He's not playing great. Just kind of, you know, just kind of there right now. Who knows what he's doing, but there's not really any kind of information about Hutch, which is okay. Because we want to hear about some other guys too. We already know what we're getting from Hutch, but those reports will come out. But thanks a lot, guys. Another quick one. I tried to get this out as quick as I could. That was day 2. Part 2. I don't know if this was the second wave. Well, this is the second wave. I don't know if it was the second day or the first day. I'm not too sure. I think it was the second day, because I did start it yesterday, again today, and then I think tomorrow might be the last day. So if there's another report, I'll try to get it out, guys, of day 3. It was day 1. I don't think the media was there. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it, man. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, get all my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, share this out. What do you guys think, man? Part 2, OTAs. Football's starting to get going. Let's go. Thanks, guys. One Pride. Go Lions. Kaboom.